the issue of cheating, me, I don't call it cheating. I call it infidelity. But because that can only be identified in marriages. A lot of people are saying that in this modern world, so many, ladies has become more of polygamy than guys. And I don't understand because based on African settings and training, a lady is supposed to have only one guy, and a lady is supposed to, have anything sexual to do with one person. And more especially, a married woman is supposed to have stuffs like that to do with only the husband. But there is a trending issue that, ladies are now cheating, let me use the popular word, than the guys. And I am fully and 100% against the motion that ladies can never be cheating than the guys, because men are polygamous in nature.
And this is where the issue is. You see, anything about cheating sounds right or wrong until DNA comes in. You see, as to whether a lady cheats or not, let DNA comes in. And then this is where I think the government should bring an initiative where once the child lands pim at the hospital, the first thing they will be is DNA. See, I'm saying this with a heavy heart. The very day my wife will give birth, now, shame, the first thing I will do, you see, DNA is very vital than naming ceremony. I will say this any other day, any other time, any other hour. DNA is vital than naming ceremony.
Chama, it means you don't trust your wife. Trust me.
This is not about trust.
It's about what?
Cheating. Charlie.
So are you saying that ladies, like married women, are really cheating these days?
They are doing it.
Like more than the men?
See, let me bring it.
Are they doing it more than the men?
They are doing it more than the men. Let me bring this up. Let me bring this up. Let's assume Akosua is having a boyfriend, but then the boyfriend isn't that ready enough, to settle down with Akosua. And then B is there. B is, like worldly. So then Akosua jumps from A to B to settle with B. Okay, now after settling down, Akosua realized, oh Charlie, B is not performing well in bed. Akosua will cheat with A. And this is where my trust issue comes in. Bro, if you are listening to me this morning, this afternoon, this evening, choose DNA over naming ceremony any other day, any other time.
No, so what do you mean by one is not performing well in bed? For that reason, a woman will go and sleep with another man.
Good. That is the issue. Most ladies are choosing dick over any other thing. Even if you're a guy and you have money, they still expect you to perform very, 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 very well. You see, these generational girls we are seeing expect a man to go on them in as 30 minutes, an hour. Some are even demanding for 2 hours. How on earth? So if B is not performing, she will just cheat with A because she felt, okay, A is on drugs, A is doing better. And then that is the reason why the DNA test will come in.
Okay, so indirectly, is it based on poor sexual performance by the guys that is leading to the high rate of married women cheating? Is that what you are trying to say?
Oh, personally, I think I have to contact my doctor or my biology science teacher and ask him certain things. Perhaps some can be inherited, because these things are things I just don't understand. I don't know if some of them cheat on purpose, but then I know most ladies, it's either the guy is not performing, one, and then two, you see, their mentality are so myopic in the way that you can buy a car for a lady and even a mechanic will sleep with a lady. You see, I just don't understand.
You cannot say that. You cannot say that.
So it is happening.
You can't say that. You see that. You see, I'm coming on. You see, the kind of mindset we have towards ladies today is just appalling. It's sad.
In which way?
It's sad to the extent that today, so many people see our ladies like there is none good among them again.
And that is the real fact.
And it's like it's a whole lot of stuff. Like so even people that are married are always kind of conscious about how things are done. Because I don't understand why you marry a guy and you say that guy is not sexually performing well. That is a problem. And marriage is a union between two. So every problem must be solved by the two. Why should you leverage on the weakness of one to go out? Then there is a problem.
And this is why I will tell you, say, do you think the ladies are ever ready to sit and discuss such issues? You see, these ladies have friends who are not even married. And then these friends will tell them, oh, Charlie Akosia, if your guy is not performing well, I have a guy. I have someone who can do the job very well for you. And once pregnancy comes in, you see, you are being tired as a lady. You will just be like, okay, since I have a man who is doing well, let me just give the pregnancy to him. Fine, you can give the pregnancy to the guy. But then once DNA comes in, that is where we realize, say, oh, Charlie, now Akosia was cheating on the guy. Now Akosia was cheating on the husband. So me, my advice to the ladies is that if you know you are not interested in the guy, just step back. You know, there are some kind of things you will do, and then at the end of the day, it will not only your image, okay? Not only destroy your image, but it will go a long way to ruin your reputation you are building. And then I'll tell the guys, focus on DNA test. Okay, before you go in for any naming ceremony, make sure you conduct a DNA test. It's very important, and I will stand by it any day, anytime.
So I'm coming, okay? DNA test is not bad, but DNA test is also a signal that you both do not trust each other.
This isn't about trust.
I'm coming. And also, I will also stand against the fact that married women sleep around more than the men, because based on what I know and what I've observed, that is a nature of a man. So that should not be associated with women, even though some do it, you know. And there are issues that relate to the type of women that sleep around, more especially married women, like the first one we've stated, which I have defined as a problem that must be solved by the two, or lack of attention from the husband. I say that most of the time when you create a space in the life of your partner, someone else will feel it. That also depends on the other partner to allow someone else to feel it. Do you understand? So the issue of married women sleeping around, which is leading now to the compulsory maternal, test at the hospital immediately after birth, is something we should look at and relook at, because on a normal, men are usual of stuff like that, not women. You get?